back. We have John Van Limbeek joining us on the show from Abbott Wealth Management. Welcome back to the show. Beautiful sunshine out there today.
Beautiful. Not too hot. Not
I know.
After the rain, nothing's going to burn up.
I know, but the grass is going to shoot up so fast out, right?
Yeah, mow the lawn.
That's right, mow the lawn. Yep. So we're talking today about Brexit, Britain's exit from the European Union. I didn't know what Brexit stood for at first. Like, I knew all about this vote that was going on, but the whole Brexit thing came out of nowhere.
The abbreviated versions, right?
Yeah, and exactly. Now, but at first, when I first heard it, I couldn't understand why they're calling it that, to be honest.
The British exit, But you're right. I mean, so many acronyms in our industry is crazy.
Everybody loves to do that. So. But you know what? It's been a little bit of time now. Some time has passed. So let's talk about where the markets are at. How's the volatility? Well,
and that's the key. I mean, when I was in 2 weeks ago, I guess it was just before the announcement. So things were somewhat calm, and then all of a sudden, an announcement came out that nobody was expecting, and then everybody went into a big panic. Ironically, it was only for 2 days so far, right? You don't know these things, but it kind of gives you like an idea to say, okay, well, if things happened like that, and there's always some kind of newsworthy event, what should I be doing, right? And we talked about this before, and how do you hold the course through that? Or if you don't want to hold the course, when is the time to make the change, right? And looking back now, it's a little bit easier now to say, things fell 3 to, let's say, 9%. Canada, not that much. We were in the penalty box last year. This year's not too bad, but we're still positive now, and things have come back quite. In 3 or 4 days, things are already back. Good. But that doesn't mean things are smooth sailing, because here comes the noise still in regards to what's happening with the rest of the European Union, right? And by no means I'm no expert in that. It just gives you things to think about when we're talking to clients and say, okay, well, how much uncertainty is there out there? Because maybe there's another country that wants to vote, or another 5 countries that want to vote out, and then that will cause more short-term panic or more long-term panic. We don't know that, and it just gives people, when people are uncertain, things are more volatile. Sure. And it gives us that chance to now reevaluate where we are, right?
Tell me this, right here in Kamloops, BC, Canada, how many people phoned you after they voted their 52-48 to leave and said, I'm panicking?
None.
Right? No. I don't even think about it. I don't know if I just feel like it's so removed from my world, but then, we all have varied investments, or many of us do, and on some level, they're being affected. And I know that it's important to hold the course over the long term, right? And so that's what I always think of.
It is, and it's tough, because as you get closer to retirement, so not saying that no one phoned in a panic, but people did come in and ask about how things were reacting, or how the accounts are up or down, or what does it mean, right? And if it causes you, and that's what I want to say, is it causes you to be concerned about it. Things have recovered fairly well in North America. Maybe now's the time to reevaluate that. You shouldn't have to, but sometimes you need that warning flag, someone waving it to say, oh man, I don't like what I just heard for the last couple of days. We saw it in January. Maybe you're ready to retire. For you and I, it really doesn't matter, right? In fact, it's actually sometimes those sudden drops, or those mispriced companies out there are even better. Right now I can actually get something. We did a lot of buying, or some buying, I think, on in the trough there. Sure. Didn't last that long. I was surprised how, but that doesn't mean it can't come back again. And it doesn't mean that someone can't just wake up the next day and go into a fear mode. And then when things are fearful, things go down, and it just causes you anxiety for no reason. So if you're retired, and you shouldn't have to be living through that anxiety. You're retired. You should be having fun.
That's right.
Right. So if you're worried about it, if you're and you got that warning flag, and things have recovered a little bit now, maybe time to sit down and talk to whoever you deal with, and make sure that they're on the same page as you, and things are positioned well enough to take it to get you through whatever else comes, because there's always going to be something.
And the bottom line is, don't let fear and greed impact your.
And that's the key, right? Yeah. If you don't think fear is a very hard emotion. It's usually too late, and then you throw up your hands and you run, and you can't deal with that. And a lot of our job is more coaching than it is picking. And greed is the other way around. Oh, my buddies did this, I should be doing that. And then it's a cycle upwards that you get caught in too.
Absolutely.
And but everybody always comes back to say, if we can just do 6% straight, like buy a GIC at 6%, I'd be happy. You can't. You have to live through the ups and the downs.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, you have to make sure you can get through that, because there's a whole bunch of other fallouts if you can't either, right? It impacts you. Yeah. So it's more of a time just to reiterate that things have settled down a little bit now, and it's time. Maybe it's a good time to reevaluate if it caused you any concern. If it didn't cause you anything, even better.
Go on your merry way and don't
even
worry
better.
too much.
Enjoy your retirement.
That's right.
That's right.
John, thank you very much for being
Thank
here
you.
today. If you have any questions for Abbott Wealth, the information is on the screen. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.